god. Hello, gals, blokes, and all other folks. My name is Mortius, and today we are here with Dan Vasc's Make a Man Out of You. I'm very, very excited for this one. A couple months back, I think by now, I checked out Dan Vasc's Amazing Grace, and honestly, it's one of my favorite reactions I've ever done. It's definitely my favorite non-acapella reaction I've ever done, by far. That cover was amazing, the things I had to say about it, the way it made me feel, like just everything about it felt like it came together into such an incredible song I got to watch, and a video I'm really proud of releasing onto the world. So, ever since then, people have been like, more Dan Vasc, more Dan Vasc, more Dan Vasc. And I'm finally here for it. I'm sorry that it's taken so long. Those of you who are going crazy for Dan Vasc in my comments, I'm sorry that it took so long, but I'm really, really excited for this one, especially because this is one of only like 3 videos that's actually more viewed than his Amazing Grace. I know his number one is Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. I just kind of don't care about The Witcher, so I have no attachment to that song. So even though there's a lot of different people who have covered it and have told me to watch those versions, I'm just not super drawn to them, and I'm sorry. Maybe eventually I'll actually go through and watch all of them. I don't know yet, but all that to be said, I love Make a Man Out of You. I love what I've seen from Dan Vasc so far, so I'm very, very excited to check this out. And without any further ado, let's make sure we hop right on into it. Let's go. Okay, hold on. This is gonna show that it's been too long since I've watched Mulan, but isn't that part of the reprise when they're storming the castle, but not actually part of the original? Very interesting that he included that in, if I'm remembering correctly. I love his stance, it's so...
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me the Huns? Did they send me daughter?
I love the very quick drop out there.
Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're through.
I was just about to pause and talk about his consonants. I know I mentioned this a lot in Amazing Grace, but he has a very good enunciation and dictation of his consonants. But that growl... But you can bet! Bet! I can't even do that. That growl is amazing. Hi, sir. How are you doing? That was a very intimate pull there, sir. Whew. Ooh, hold on. But on fire. Like the way he delivers that was so fire. Like that's really cool. Those growls. Oh, I gotta talk about for a second. That's not an easy, like, man, out of you. Like, it's so hard to make an ooh sound and then make it that powerful while being that high. As someone who has as someone who has done this song in just like personal covers for patrons and like karaoke before, just like out of you. Like you hear, as I try to put more air into it, the note itself gets shakier. Like I can do you all day long, but as soon as I go, see, I literally can't sustain that note and give it more air with an ooh. Either the vowel shape breaks, the note breaks, or I can't give it breath power. That's way more impressive than it sounds if you've never tried to do it before. Like that, like the amount of power in it while being that high is so impressive.
I'm never gonna catch my breath. Say goodbye to those who knew me. Why was I a fool in school for cutting gin?
Oh my god, I didn't see this coming at all. Oh, that's so fun. Who is this? I know the next two. Someone's gonna have to tell me in the comments who this is, but Jonathan Young, Peter Hollins, that's sick. Hold on.
I'm never gonna catch my breath. Say goodbye to those who knew me.
I love Jonathan Young so much.
Why was I a fool in school for cutting Jim? This guy's gone, I'm scared to death.
Oh, he doesn't see right through me.
No one wish that I knew how to swing.
I don't think I knew any of those last three, unfortunately, but seeing Jonathan Young and Peter Hollins was a fun little surprise, and you guys will have to let me know if any of those other four are people I gotta check out in the future. Please and thank you. Anyways.
No one wish that I knew how to swing. We must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Oh my god. This is a really good cover, and also I feel like now that I'm not having to confront all of the emotions that I have through Amazing Grace, I'm now having to confront how much of a type I have for long-haired raspy voice tenors.
Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Time is racing toward us.
You can't just hit moon with all of the power in the world and then just hair flip key change and expect me to be okay with it and expect me to just continue on like you haven't reached into my soul and given me Christmas early. God, between this and the home free video I recorded yesterday that probably came out last week, I'm shameless lately, and I won't apologize for it.
As the dark side of the moon. Time is racing toward us. To the heart's arrive. Heed my every order, and you might survive. You're a suitor for the rage of war. So back up, go home, you're through. Like an
Shut. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Are you out? My face is so red. Oh my god. I was like, wow, the heat wave is finally gone. I can actually record again. And now Dan Vasc is making me as hot as the last week of heat wave ever did. Whoa! But also, instead of just making big face reactions, let me actually talk a little bit about music and vocalism. Guys. Ooh. I step back because I actually do have something to say there in addition to just... So, I do want to talk a little bit here because just look at that. Look at... Oh. What I talked about earlier is how difficult it was to maintain that ooh vowel the higher up you get. And this, I feel like, kind of provides an interesting example of not only the fact that I'm right, but also what the kind of alternatives to that is. Because Dan Vasc is obviously an incredibly talented musician. He can probably do... Oh, let me get rid of that mouse. He can... I don't know why I said probably. He can do more than I can. Just objectively and easily. But even for him, you'll be able to notice that as he gets to this ridiculous note, you turns into yow. Because it has to. You can't ooh on that note he's singing. No one could, even him. That's why as he gets that high note, it's make a man out of you. You know what I mean? It's like ah is more of the sound than ooh. It's ah. But it's still, because of how talented he is, you can turn a ah into almost sounding like it. It's kind of the same. It's a very similar but alternate example of the same thing as, like, you'll hear a lot of people when they do me turn it into may. So, like, in Greatest Showman, for example, for me, for May. If you listen to Never Enough, you'll hear that now. If you hadn't noticed it before, it's for me, for me, for May. It goes from E to A. Same thing here. It goes from ooh to ah, ah, ah. It's still got that round. It's not ah, it's ah. It's like the awe of octopus. You know what I mean? Instead of like the ooh of oh, it's like the awe, but still around like oh, ah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but it's just really interesting to see how, as I talked earlier about how impressive it was that he was able to maintain that ooh vowel shape as high as he did, that up here he's having to shift that vowel shape to produce the insanely impressive note that he wants. That's everything I was attempting to say there. I think I went a little tangenty there, but that's okay. No! With the key change! With the... I can't... That's that note! Says the dark side, the moon. Isn't that the note he's singing, or am I going crazy? What is... You have got gotta be kidding me. I need to go lie down. I cannot believe some of those. I didn't think I could be more blown away than Amazing Grace, but that was astonishing. Actually, absolutely astonishing. I just. Hold on just a moment. I'm gonna be right back. I need a moment before the outro. Hold on. Thank you so much for being here for this cover. I was truly blown away by that. I don't even think I have words that I could attempt to share for the experience that just put me through. Wow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons for making videos like this possible. I really, even after that break, I just have nothing I can possibly say except for I want to go watch it again. And also, I'm gonna have to try to stop myself from going through his entire catalog so that I can do more reactions. Because if that's what else he's got waiting in store for me, like, I thought maybe Amazing Grace was like, I don't want to say like the exception, but like, I just thought it was going to be like above and beyond his other stuff because of how unique it was and how people responded to it. But like, oh my god, man. Absolutely stunning. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you again to my patrons. I think I already said all this, but... And as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Bye.